It sounds so simple, something that requires no thought, something that everyone can do, but it's not. Being yourself is often one of the hardest things to do for both you and me. Today I'm going to go down a path, through a forest, and over the seas with you, but every one of you will end somewhere different, a unique destination specific to you. Taking flight, the theme of this year's TED Talk, like many phrases, can be interpreted in many ways. I know what you could be thinking, but you might not. However, when I first heard the theme, I thought taking, in its nutshell, is to take something. Flight is to do with flying in aeroplanes, but put together to run away or flee. After doing some research, I realised that there is a more positive view on the theme, which is what my talk is about today. I want to encourage you all to think more optimistically, positively, and confidently. No matter what, everyone is going to be face to face with something that seems to be more a foe to a friend. The immediate reaction is to be miserable, think the worst, and go along with it. To be positive seems impossible at the time, but I bet you regret your decision later, whether it's moments, minutes, or even years. Everyone thinks of something in your life, no matter how old you were, that you could consider an obstacle. Honestly, how did you deal with that decision, regret, or hurdle? Did you fall into it, or did you fly over it? I want to move on to a fact which I will not let anyone tell me is wrong. No one is meaningless. Everyone is someone to anyone. A mother and a father to a daughter or son, a grandmother to a granddaughter, a friend to a friend. So why doesn't the world have the same sort of relationship? No one actually owns the earth as a whole or a planet. But if I told you that more than a third of British workers feel as though their job is making no meaningful contribution, what do you think? Well, I think, and I'm telling you, that you are making a difference, and a positive one too. The doctor who is working whilst the rest of the world is asleep, you are making a difference. The receptionist at the front window who says hello every morning, you are making a difference. The men who come every weekend and picks up the bins and makes sure it all goes to the right place, you are making a difference. The teacher who makes enjoyable lessons, make sure every one of their students gets equal opportunities, you are making a difference. And I could go on and on and on all night. There is a reason why you became the person you are, why you're working as a teacher, a receptionist, an assistant, a hairdresser, a bus driver. It's because you want to make a difference. And that's who you are. And I wouldn't want to change that, so don't let anyone else. Everyone thinks that they have an equal chance in life, but we don't. But we should. Everyone deserves to have their voices heard, everyone with no exceptions. But still there are people who have an easier, straighter way of getting to where they want to be than others. Men have a higher chance of succeeding than women. Men are generally paid more than women, even if they're working the same job. White people have a high chance of success. Gay people have a less chance of success. And the poorer or uneducated people have a less chance of succeeding. In the recent vote, only 32 million out of a possible 46.9 million were cast. This means that 14.9 million were lost, and that's almost 15 million, and that's a lot. Most men have always been able to vote since government was created in 1215, and women had to fight for the right in Parliament, let alone to vote. In 1920, women finally got the vote, which is less than 100 years ago. Women had to fight for the right, and now both genders choose not to because of fear. No one would not vote if we had to fight for it as much as the suffragettes did. An American author and political activist, Helen Keller, was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She was both deaf and blind, and she still achieved what she wanted to. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. It is what the sunflowers do. To many people, sunflowers are a very pretty type of flower, and they are admired all around the world. The fact that a sunflower can be an example of positivity suggests that in the world, there is something missing. Sunflowers are so admirable because of their growth, not what they look like, but because of what they are and what they do. I volunteered to do a talk today, not only to share my idea, but also because I wanted to take this opportunity to gain confidence in myself. I was so nervous about this speech and about what you'd think afterwards, but by doing these workshops and this speech, I feel as though I am a sunflower. I want every one of you to be a sunflower, to keep your face up and ignore the dark shadows that will always follow on behind. I want to reiterate once again that no one can do you better than you. Be positive, be courageous, take off and fly. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. I know you were a little bit nervous about coming out, and yet when she talks, Do you hear anything apart from passionate words and a call for change? Do you hear anything else apart from that? That's what you've done. What you've done is managed to just channel that into something really, really powerful. So, you know, talking about kind of change, and some people find it hard. Some people I was talking to someone in the break, and they were saying some people have everything afforded to them. They have every kind of luxury, and then just struggle and don't believe in themselves. And then some people have nothing and become incredibly strong. Why do you think that is? What do you think it is about being challenged that makes you grow?
Well, I think that a challenge, anyone can take on a challenge, and if you actually believe that you can do it, then you can.
And where does that belief come from, do you think?
Motivation that you, like I know for me, it's like the people around me and things like that. So anyone can make a change.
Friends, family,
yeah, friends,
teachers.
family, teachers.
Who is your biggest inspiration, do you think?
Probably my mum, sister, and dad.
Oh, what, are they hanging out here?
Yeah.
Is that them smiling at you, looking like, oh, I'm so proud of her? What a big sister! What's she like as a big sister? You can tell the truth. No one's listening. She thinks you're really good. And what an amazing example to show to your little sister, that you can stand up here. This is you next, kiddo. We're looking for you next. And Mum as well. Look at the smile on Mum's face. Look, she just got, oh, I'm so proud. I just think to stand up here and to share what you've done and to be that kind of encouraging for people to say, it's your time, make that change, is incredible. Thank you so much for doing that. Please give a massive round of applause. Well done. Well done.